This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana Athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
As we move into the new year, let's take a look back at some of the Augustana sports highlights from September to December 2012. In cross country, both of Coach Tracy Hellman's teams claimed conference championships at the NSIC meet in St. Paul on October 20th. Paul Yak claimed the NSIC championship for the men, while Leah Black led the women with a second place finish. The teams then went on to capture the Central Region Championships, held in Joplin, Missouri on November 3rd. Travis Baniak claimed the men's title with Runa Falk winning for the ladies. Then on November 17th at the National Championships, again held in Joplin, the Augustana ladies came in just 3 points short of claiming their second consecutive NCAA championship. While the women finished second, the men ran to fourth place overall, their highest finish ever. In women's golf, Coach Peggy Kirby's team rolled to a 50-stroke lead in the fall portion of the NSIC championships. Allie Ostrander is the NSIC leader, with Emily Kavidra in second place. The second segment of the championship is this coming spring. In men's golf, Coach Steve Klock's much-improved team is in third place after the fall portion of the NSIC championships. CJ Hawcom leads Augustana as he is in fourth place individually. In football, the Vikings had 7 players earn all NSIC honors. Senior quarterback Josh Hansen and senior linebacker Austin Lukey were named to the first team. Hansen was the NSIC leader with 32 touchdown passes, a single season record at Augustana. Josh finished his Vikings career with 73 touchdown passes while throwing for over 7,500 yards. Lukey led Augustana with 108 tackles, including 50 solo stops. Named to the second team were sophomore wide receiver Grant Gebhardt, senior tight end Isaac Jorgensen, sophomore running back Dejan Newell, junior defensive back Thomas Vanasek, and senior punter Drew Barron. In volleyball, Coach Ashley Buckley's team finished 17-13 overall. Junior middle blocker Holly Halfmeyer had a fantastic year as she was named an American Volleyball Coaches Association third team member. In soccer, Coach Brandon Barkas was pleased to have juniors Tara Bartels and Megan Worth named to the All-NSIC team. As the winter sports season got moving, Coach Dave Krause, Augustana women's basketball team, is off to a super start. The Vikings, ranked 5th in NCAA Division II, have a 9-0 overall record and a 5-0 mark in NSIC play. Senior Alex Feeney leads a balanced team effort as she is averaging 13.8 points and 6.1 rebounds per game. In men's basketball, Coach Tom Biller's young squad has an 8-1 overall record and a 4-1 mark in NSIC action. Senior Cameron McCaffrey is averaging 20.7 points per game, with freshman Dan Jansen the rebound leader at 5 per contest. And in wrestling, Coach Jason Reitmeyer's team has had a busy open meet schedule while also posting a 2-1 record in dual meet action. That's our sports update for this week. Stay with us. We'll be right back with men's basketball coach Tom Diller.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
Making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
Hey, look, shooting star. Make a wish.
I wish we could lie here forever.
I wish this test drive was over, so we could head back to the dealership.
It's practically yours.
Test drive.
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get a Jetta. That's the power of German engineering.
Joining me now is Augustana men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Tom, you fought your way through some sickness here. Actually, this guy was in the hospital here right before Christmas, but you're feeling better now.
The people at Sanford did a good job of taking care of me. I appreciate all their help. And yeah, it was a rough. I had that influenza A, and I mean, I always thought, how can the flu, really get a person or whatever? I thought you could play through it. If Jordan played through this back in '96 or whatever it was, then he truly is Superman. Because I was down and out. I was really sick. So glad to be back. Glad our team didn't get it. They're staying healthy. So, but yeah, it was kind of a weird Christmas break for our family. Luckily, I was going recruiting, as you know, and I never got out of town. I got sick right after the day after our last practice. The next day, I was sick.
Well, take care of yourself, Coach. We need you on the sidelines. Right. Well, the Vikings, a young team with some experience blended in, and Coach, boy, I don't know how you could be any happier with an 8-1 start for the Vikings.
I am, I'm pleased. I still think we can play a lot better. We're not where we need to be, and our guys have to understand, I don't really care about the record right now as much as continue to improve, get better at some things. I think we still play in bunches. We did not play, as we talked before, a great game at Winona yet with 3 minutes left. We're down 4 and have the ball, and I really thought Winona's veteran team went out and won that game, and I felt like our young team panicked a little bit, which is my fault. But we didn't do the things you have to do to win the game. So what a great learning experience. Right. So right now, to be honest, Bill, I'm happy where we are, but I'm using it to build for the future, too, and to learn from these things and still get a ton of freshmen just invaluable minutes.
Well, let's zero in a little bit more. As you look at your team, where do you see the areas of improvement maybe needed the most?
I think defensively we've gotten better. We rebound very well. We're a good rebounding team. We need to improve in transition defense. We have to defend the three a little bit better. And I wish we were just a little bit more consistent with our defense, but it's getting better. Offensively, we're still a train wreck in my opinion. We got a long ways to go. When we pound that thing inside, we've made more free throws than our opponents have shot. That's a great stat.
It is.
But that's because we pound the heck out of that thing inside. We take very few threes. We've had, I think, 3 or 4 games this year under 10 attempts from the three because we're just not doing it. I think we shoot the ball actually fairly well, but we've got such weapons inside that we want to take advantage of. I got 5, 6 kids that can post up anybody and score, and so really have done a good job, in my opinion, of just pounding that thing inside and getting fouled and getting to the free throw line.
Well, it's a day at a time getting better, and the Vikings are back at practice after a huge break here. Started back yesterday, and Tom, how do you handle a break like this? 3 weeks.
It's great, especially being so young, because we're just putting in very little new stuff, just getting better at what we do. Like yesterday, we spent a ton of time on just our defense, just basic shell drill and back to the basics. I mean, if you'd have come to our practice yesterday, you would have sworn you're at a 8th grade junior high practice, and that's what we needed. And so
I've been through some of those after breaks.
Yeah, and it wasn't track practice. I told our guys, we got time to get back in shape. I don't want them real sore right now. I want them to be able to get better. And so we just did a ton of defense. And so, again, we're going to keep going that route and just continue to get better. Every practice helps somebody on our team because we're still a real work in progress and we're young. But I tell you, I've got good young players and they want to win and they compete. I thought our freshmen were every bit as good as our upper class the last couple of days in practice.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful, and keep them going. The Vikings, with some time here, we're filming this on Friday the 28th. Got a week to go here till we have big home games coming up here. On Friday night, we take on Minnesota State Mankato, and then on Saturday at 6, it's Concordia St. Paul. A couple tough ones, Coach.
I'd say a great game was that Mankato Southwest State Minnesota game. That was this unbelievable game, and they're down 13 with about 10 minutes to go, down 11 with under 7 minutes to go. Mankato was, and came back and won the game. And they're very talented. The big kid inside from Egypt has got phenomenal hands, and he's really good. And the addition of Jarvis Williams, a 1-year player from the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, and then the transfer from South Dakota State, Monahan. I tell you what, they are really, they've really improved that team. That's a good team.
And I believe only one loss so far. Upper Iowa, I believe, beat them.
Upper Iowa beat them at Mankato.
Yeah.
And so, they've got one loss. We have one loss. If you looked, Upper Iowa has one loss. I mean, everybody's got one loss. It's amazing. Like 7 teams are 4-1. So the balance is phenomenal. But very good team. It's going to be a heck of a challenge for us, veteran team. And then, I think Concordia St. Paul is the strangest team in the league. I feel bad for them in a way because they've played everyone within 5 or 6 points. It's an amazing 2-7 record because they've played really good teams and played them really close. They haven't got blown out by anybody. Kelly's kept them right there. They just haven't won them. And they've got the same team they had last year, so they're a talented team. 2 very good teams coming in here this weekend. And nice to be back home. We've only played 2 on the road, but it's good after this long a break. I'd rather be at home, I think, than trying to get back on a bus and travel again.
Well, fans, you're bored from Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. You got to get back to basketball, and it's Friday night, 8 o'clock here at the Elman Center. Very good Minnesota State team. Saturday at 6, Concordia St. Paul. Tom, go get them.
Yeah, appreciate it, Bill.
1, 2, 3, break!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fayok, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
You can be part of
something bigger.
As Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profit.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Mid-Connect Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0. Exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0. Exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0. Extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Mid-Connect Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach Dave Krauth. Well, Dave, we're on December 28th here as we film this. The Vikings have been on a long break. The season started out magnificently for Coach Krauth and the Vikings. Couldn't be any better here as we're undefeated in the conference, 9-0 overall. And as you look back, Dave, you have to be pleased with the start.
Yeah, it was just about everything you could draw up or think about going into the year, minus the injuries. But we've played well at times. I've been real pleased with both the way we played and I think the way we developed. Now, like you said, we're coming off a break, so kind of the longest one many of them have ever experienced, and we'll see how we respond to that.
Yeah, we touched on it earlier, but talk a little bit about the injuries. We lost a couple of nice players.
Yeah, Alex Nealand hurt her knee in the fall. And she'd be a redshirt freshman. And then Sophie Kenny redid a meniscus that she had done right at the beginning of the summer, or the end of the school year, rather. And then Chandler Nielsen, we pulled her out of redshirt when Sophie got hurt, and then she played in her second game back, retore an ACL that she had torn in high school. So it really has left us thin at the guard position, and that's both from a game management situation to practices. Really, we're trying to get creative and make the best of it.
Yeah. Well, the Vikings are back at practice. They came back yesterday after an 8-day break. Dave and I were talking before we went on the air. Don't ever remember a 3-week break. In college here, this is it's going to get corrected next year in the conference schedule. It's only going to be a 2-week break. But Dave, long break, and you got the ladies back. How'd they look yesterday?
Well, they look like they've been off, for over a week, and you kind of have that security blanket that we don't have a non-conference game schedule. A couple teams have tried, but you do have a full week to try to get yourself back, in gear for the conference again. So. We'll plug away and not try to be, ready today or tomorrow, and hope that by the weekend we are ready.
Well, the ladies are on break here. We don't start back to school until Monday, January 7th. So next weekend, the Vikings take on Minnesota State Mankato on Friday night, Concordia University St. Paul here on Saturday afternoon. Two tough ones, Dave.
Very tough. Mankato was the team that I picked in the South. And they haven't disappointed me at all. In fact, I've been a little surprised at really maybe how good they've looked early. They had a transfer or two that have come in, have really helped them. And it's a team without a senior, which there are a couple, 2 or 3 in the South that are like that, are very good teams without seniors. So that'll be a tough test. Come off the break and then follow up with Concordia, which is traditionally very good.
Yeah, well, the South Division, those are South Division games, and we'll be battling those teams. How do you look at the South Division? Is it better than the North? Are they about the same? We're obviously in the South.
Yeah, I think ourselves in Mankato have really gotten off to hot starts, and I'm sure a lot of people would put us up near the top of the heap, but the St. Clouds and Duluths and Marys and Moorheads, Crookstons are all, the North has really got a number of good teams. So, I think before it's all said and done, it'll come out fairly balanced on the women's side, North and South.
Yeah, the Vikings rank 5th in the nation, and fans, the way the conference schedule goes now is that we play everybody in the South Division twice. That's a total of, help me Dave here, 14 games.
Yep.
And then we play everybody in the North Division once, half of them home, half of them away. So it is a war, 22 games, every weekend, the rest of the way, 2 games.
And that's the tough thing to really project and think about, because you have such a long, grinding conference schedule. There are injuries and just different things. Maybe the way your schedule shaped up compared to somebody else's, that there'll be some real ebb and flow, I think, in the way the conference will go. And then, of course, everybody's in the conference tournament at the end. And it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Well, your team, obviously 5th in the nation, undefeated. You're doing a lot of things well. What do you think you need to improve upon?
Well, when I look, which I don't very often, at our stats, we get a break now, so I do kind of take a look. And Alex Feeney and Lydia Nelson don't get themselves to the free throw line at all. Now, we are that kind of team a little bit, where we... the first good look we get, oftentimes we're taking it, and we're not a pound it at you type of team. So that's a statistic I'd like to see improve. Our guards, Sean Tiva and Emily Schulte, get to the line well. They attack. So that probably be one area. I've been surprised that we've rebounded as well as we have. That's kind of been a little bit of an Achilles for us as well. So, there are things that we know we have to work on, and you just got to prepare for whoever you got this week.
Yeah, it's one game at a time. Okay, fans, Friday night here, Elman Center, 6 o'clock, Minnesota State Mankato, very good team, followed by another good team, Saturday at 4, Concordia, St. Paul. Dave, good luck to you and the Vikings.
Thanks, Bill.
Hey, look, shooting star. Make a wish.
I wish we could lie here forever.
I wish this test drive was over, so we could head back to the dealership.
It's practically yours.
Test drive.
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get a Jetta. That's the power of German engineering.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdoff, Bayak, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy, our mascot, at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day. Joining me now is outstanding Augustana senior women's basketball player, Faith Tinklenberg. Faith, we've waited a long time to get you on Augustana Sportscene, but you're here, and I know the ratings are going to shoot through the roof because we've got Faith on the show. Anyway, Faith is a senior on the team. Actually went through a knee injury and actually had to a medical redshirt 1 year, so actually she's an old-timer, 5th year around here at Augie. But coming out of Pipestone High School, outstanding teams over there at Pipestone, and Faith had to pick a college when she was done. Why'd you pick Augustana?
Well, Coach Krauth was probably the most persistent coach. Kept sending me things to come here, and to be honest, I didn't really look anywhere else. I came on a visit just with Coach Krauth, and I was like, okay, this sounds good to me. So I was like, I'll go here. So.
Yeah, well, and we're glad that you did. Coach Krauth knows a good player when he sees one. So Faith's been an outstanding player for us and a really great person here on campus too. Well, the Vikings, you've been a part of some really good teams, Faith.
Yeah.
But this year's team looks like it could really be something special. We're 9-0 right now. We're ranked 5th in the nation. What do you think about the Augie ladies?
I love this team. I've loved every team I've had since I've been here.
Right.
And it's gone, this year it's just a little different. I don't know, something's different about it. It's been so much fun.
Yep.
And we have such a deep team, which makes it so helpful.
Right.
The ones coming out of the game, coming out, you don't even have to worry about the ones going out there. So it's been fun.
Yeah, and you're fun to watch. So fans, if you haven't seen the Augie ladies, you got to get over here and watch them. They are fun. Faith, you do a lot of things out there: rebound, play defense, hustle. But you got to like hitting those threes, right?
Oh, yeah. When I hit one, I'm like, finally. And Coach gets on me sometimes about talking to myself after I miss one. But I got to talk to myself and say, hey, I'm going to make the next one. So I'm going to keep shooting, and hopefully they'll keep falling for me.
And they go in, and that's great. You've been playing ball a long time, back to being a little shaver. What do you like about the game of basketball?
I love the pace of it. It's so much faster in college, obviously, than in high school, but just, I don't know, going out there and making team plays and having, just, I don't know, it's just the atmosphere of it is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I never will forget any of my years playing, and it is by far my favorite sport to play.
Yeah,
so.
well, and you're good at it. Well, Faith, let's switch gears a little bit here. You are a senior now. What's your major and future plans?
I am a double major in special education and elementary education. I want to start out teaching elementary ed, and then take in as many kids with disabilities as I can in my class. And if that doesn't work, if I get a teacher to be a sped teacher, that'll be perfect too. But anything I'll take. So, and then I'm gonna go where Leif goes. So.
Yeah. Well, we were getting to that here, and I think a lot of you out there know this. But we had Leif on here a few weeks ago. Spilled the beans on Leif and Faith getting married on July 27th next summer, right? And so it's been a while since we've had a basketball romance. How did this thing happen?
Well, it was kind of, we've known each other since freshman year, but when the year I tore my ACL is kind of the year we started kind of hanging out, and it just happened from there, and it's been really good. So.
Yeah, well, congratulations and best wishes to two great people here. That'll be great Augie graduates and alums. Kind of finishing up here, Faith, you have been around 5 years now. You've been a student involved in obviously special ed and L-Ed. You've been a basketball player and a good one on the women's teams. Reflect on your days at Augustana.
It started out crazy, like just going from high school to college, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? Like, it's just a way different. You have so much more freedom. You don't have class after class after class. It's more, class and then take a huge long break. I didn't know what to do with that break.
Yeah.
Freshman year was a little hard, but once you kind of catch on to the system and, you know how to balance your basketball with your school. It's a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed just being able to find myself as a person here too, and so know what I can and can't do and things like that. So.
Yeah, well, you've been a wonderful student athlete to have at Augustana, Faith. We have a lot of basketball to go. The Vikings are going to have a great year. So good luck to you and the team.
Thank you so much.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, January 4th, basketball, big home doubleheader at the Elman Center against Minnesota State Mankato, two very good teams. The women tip off at 6, followed by the men at 8. Then Saturday, January 5th, wrestling back in action. They're at Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota, and basketball is back home for two more tough ones with Concordia St. Paul. The women start at 4, followed by the men at 6 at the Elman Center. Then Sunday, January 6th, wrestling continues their road trip at the University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota. And remember, Augustana Athletics information. You can hear the Augustana women's basketball games on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide on the web at kxrb.com. And the Augustana men can be heard on KIKN, FM 100.5, and worldwide at kikn.com. And for complete information on Augustana Athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com, where you can also get discount tickets at goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sports Scene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sports Scene, a weekly review of Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.